Well, today we're talking about another Simpsons pasta. Actually, this is the second pasta I've done on The Simpsons. Well, given there's not many to do. And I found this one a while back, and I thought this one would be a lot of fun to talk about. It's basically like a prototype version of the episode Bart Sells His Soul, but with an interesting twist, and not what I expected. Yeah, it's another one of those. I guess you couldn't argue with troll pasta because nothing about this, shouts scary. It's a pretty silly kind of story for you guys to enjoy. And, don't worry, tomorrow we'll have a longer story, but today I wanted to get outside short, and I thought maybe a kind of troll pasta-ish story would be a good way to start off. So let's get this story going. Back in 1995, an episode of The Simpsons called Bart Sells His Soul aired on the Fox network on October 8th. However, 4 years later, a strange version, which I can only describe as a prototype, aired on a Saturday around 6 a.m. I was up early that morning because I was going on a vacation and was channel surfing when I came across the episode. I was shocked to see an episode of The Simpsons starring rather than Saturday morning cartoons, as The Simpsons isn't exactly a kids show. My first thought was that it was some sort of commercial, but surely enough, it started playing like a regular episode. Based on what was happening, it became evident it was Bart Sells His Soul, but it quickly takes a different turn. Rather than the scene playing where Bart sells his soul to Milhouse, it cuts to a scene with a very different Bart who suddenly becomes very religious and starts arguing with Milhouse. It starts with them talking about getting a squishy from the Quickie Mart, but neither of them have any money on them, which is why Milhouse suggests Bart just steals 2 squishies from the store. Bart, very out of character, immediately says no, saying it would be wrong. But Milhouse pops in how who cares, it doesn't matter, and it eventually comes out how Milhouse thinks there is no God and that Jesus sucks. This immediately starts getting violent between the 2 friends. They start arguing, and it's more than just a petty argument between friends. From the tone of their voices, it's obvious that they sound like they hate one another. It was very disheartening to see them fight like this. They both start yelling, "It's not, it's two," back at each other in an immature yet psychotic manner until Milhouse's head explodes. Brains, skulls, fragments, and blood splatters everywhere. Bart immediately starts crying in an extremely loud and hysterical manner as he turns over his lifeless, headless friend. Suddenly, a ghostly form of Milhouse's smiling green head appears and knocks Bart over, laughing like a demon-possessed crusted clown. As far as I know, the airing of the episode was an accidental fluke, since I have never seen it played again. It must have been a prototype or early version of Bart Sells His Soul, but obviously it was too morbid and rejected, and not considered canon.